Hello and welcome to the video. This is a bit of radio controlled news and something that doesn't happen very often. Well, not very often these days. We have a new flight controller and ESC manufacturer coming onto the scene. Now this is an outfit called OXBOT, and this is the Champ flight controller, and also have a 4-in-1 ESC and an LED set, as you can see here, that goes along with it. Now we don't tend to get a lot of people coming into the hobby creating brand new flight controllers. Back in the days where we had all the hype around drone racing, when that was at its peak, there was lots of new startups jumping on the bandwagon with promises of huge profits, and many of those vendors have gone to the wall when it became clear that drone racing wasn't going to be the next huge spectator sport. But that has meant that those vendors who are left in the business are here because they want to be. OXBOT was founded in July 2024 with a core team with lots of experience in the FPV, drone and racing industry, and they initially spent a ton of their time developing a 32-bit closed source ESC firmware, but then after about 6 months it sounds like they engaged 30 professional racing pilots and 50 freestyle pilots to really put the product through its paces, with this ESC firmware having a couple of advantages over some of the other stuff that's out. They then decided that after about 10 versions of the firmware that they were also going to create this Champ series of racing stacks, which not only has the ESCs with their new firmware on it, but have a flight controller that kind of takes all the cues from the feedback and looking at what racers actually need. And it's definitely the racing part of the hobby that these guys are targeting. This is a high-end H743 high-performance flight controller with a 60 amp racing ESC. Now this stack has already been adopted by some of the top pilots in China's 2025 Drone Racing Association League, the DRA League, and it's had lots of field testing, so it's quite fun that we're actually seeing it now here in the West, and it's good that we get innovation like this because it drives other manufacturers to think about stuff too. So what are the headlines? What is a little bit different about this? Well, the first thing is there is a zero desync guarantee. That's quite a bold statement. So they have proprietary ESC firmware on here called OX32, built from the ground up to prevent desyncs and random motor freezes, particularly after crashes. They have a crash resilient ESC, so if you crash and rearm and keep flying, there's no more dead ESCs mid-race. It's 8S ready. The MCU on the flight controller is a H743, so there's lots and lots of processing power. Even with 8K gyro and PID loops, this thing's just ticking along at a low value. I'll show you that in a minute. Genuine 60 amp outputs. Super low profile. They've designed this to be about 20% thinner, 9.8 millimeters, with recessed ports for crash protection. So I think the idea with this is that even if you smash into something, you're not going to rip off a port, and having the port slightly inboard does mean that they are protected from taking hits or smashing into something else like the back of your camera. As part of the kit, you get a soft-legged capacitor kit. I think they're selling these separately as well, so that hopefully means the capacitor legs aren't going to be ripped off if you do have a crash. Plug-and-play LED strips. These are really cool things, actually. These are very small and modular, designed to plug into the back of the flight controller, and quite coolly, they've also got a little push button that you can change the colours very, very quickly, so no messing about. However, it does have Bluetooth on here, so you can use the SpeedyBeat app to change configuration stuff, but for the LEDs, you just press a button and you instantly change the colour, which is great if you're racing with lots of other people. And it's also conformal coated on both sides. IP65 style rating for both the flight controller and the ESC. It also has reverse polarity protection, dual battery eliminator circuits, a battery level LED indicator, and loads of other stuff too. So while I unbox this, let me go through some of the tech specs. So again, it's a H473 based CPU. It is a 60 amp 4-in-1 ESC running a proprietary firmware. Again, they're claiming no desyncs, which is quite impressive if that's actually true, and they do have their own config app for it via a web interface. 8S support, lots of different SKUs depending on what you want. That really seems to revolve around the fact there's two IMU packages. There's the MPU 6000 and also the ICM 42688 gyro options. It's a slimline design designed to reduce stack height to help with 3-layer builds in particular. Conformal coated on both sides, the recessed ports to avoid the camera strikes and shorts on crashing, dual Beck outputs with a total of 16 filter capacitors, so hopefully that will result in cleaner gyro data, analog and HDFPV support as you'd expect, 12p direct LED connector, so you can just plug the LEDs in, which makes that an awful lot simpler than messing around with lots and lots of little wires that are going to get damaged in a crash. One-click LED colour control button, wireless Betaflight config via Bluetooth, battery indicator, USB-C port at the side, and reverse polarity protection. Quick look at Betaflight stuff. Getting a warning here that the accelerometer is enabled but hasn't been calibrated. That's interesting because it looks like there is something in the data flash up at the top, which means it has been set up before it left the factory, or at least it's been armed anyway. Just checking on the target. So the board name is Champ H743 MPU. So if I just check whether that's supported in the firmware flasher, we can see it is. So it's been supported for several versions actually. Going into the ports tab, loads of ports as you'd expect on something like this, so that should hopefully mean there's lots of options to add all your bits and pieces on. 8K gyro, 8K PID loop, running at just about 16%, so lots of headroom on this powerful processor. Battery and power look like that. Not a lot of other things to really look at here, I guess. By default, it's set for CRSF in the target out the box, which I imagine most people are probably going to be flying it with these days anyway. Standard quad layout. So nothing really super exciting in here to write home about. It all looks pretty decent and a basis for a nice build. So I'll put links down below to the website if you want to go and have a look at this. The things that particularly impressed me about this is the slightly evolved design of the flight controller and the way the ports are recessed, and also the way that they thought about making it super easy to plug in your LEDs. The LED leads are not particularly long is my only criticism, and the only other thing that I found here playing with this is that these little connectors do have to be pushed in quite firmly, otherwise they can pop out without getting into too much trouble. But hopefully you can see here from the sheen, you can see that conformal coating that's covered everything, so even if stuff gets wet you aren't going to have that problem. It's always great to see new vendors entering a market and doing something a little different. We've had very little innovation in the flight controller firmware side of the hobby in the past few years, with the exception of some of the innovation that we've had to have with ESC firmware thanks to the BL Heli 32 stuff. And from the look I've had here, these products are a little different from the stacks from other vendors, with their focus on compactness, robustness and performance. Innovation, like I said at the top, is great for the overall hobby, as it does encourage innovation in both the other competitors and also a little bit of price sharpening as well, which is all benefit for us as customers. However, as you probably spotted, I actually have two here, two complete sets, and although I'm probably going to end up building one of these out, I don't need both. So for those of you that stuck right to the very end, I'm going to give away this stack here, which is the ICM 42688 stack, and also a set of the LEDs as well. So standard stuff. If you want to be in a chance to win this thing, like, comment, subscribe, include the words champ and OXBOT in your comment, and I'll probably do the draw in about 2 or 3 days. So good luck to everybody. Great to see some new technology coming onto the market, and if you enter the draw, you shouldn't have too long. I'll probably do the draw on Friday. Thank you for watching my video. Check out the playlist, and adding Painless 360 to your search terms will help you find my content. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. You can support the time I spend here answering questions and helping others by using the links in the video description.